Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Uh, Basically, I'm here to apologize to everybody that was watching my live stream yesterday. I lost power and I don't know why, but I do know that they're working on the streets. They've been working on the streets this whole winter so far. I mean, it started in the summer and they've been working on the streets. They haven't really gotten to my street except down in the corner. And I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of a live stream and my power just blanked out, you know, and I couldn't get it back on for like 20 minutes before I got it back on, and I couldn't figure out what happened. I don't know. First, I thought it might have been the reason I was talking about Bill Gates. See, this is an unscripted live. I want doing another live today, but I wanted to make sure I let everybody know that I'm okay and that the aliens didn't get me because I was talking about aliens and land grab and politicians and rich people. But that's okay. Hey, D Gates, how you doing? How's the diet? Doing okay? Still losing weight? And how's the dog? How's the talking dog? I love that dog. I love dogs. I love dogs. Yeah, and so basically, I just wanted to let everybody know I was okay. Hey, Josh Connors, Josh the prepper now. Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you. You know, like I said, this was not planned to go live, and I'm not gonna really be on here that long. I just wanted to make sure that everybody know that I'm okay, and I don't know what happened. Like I said, it wasn't the man in black that came and got me or anything like that because I was talking about aliens and Bill Gates. You know, it seems like every time I talk about things that people shouldn't know, stuff happens to my live stream. Either start buffering, you know, or you can't really get a clean signal, or it just disappears altogether, you know, or they attack it. I mean, so I'm gonna just have to lighten up a little bit on the conspiracy theories, but I still believe in aliens. Yeah, okay. You say use code words. Okay. Okay. Hey, Fallen Skies, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. The aliens got me. I thought they got me too for a minute there because everything went dark. And I say, I hope I don't get probed. I say, I already had my cold check this year, but last year I don't want to get it done again. I don't want to be probed, you know. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, but I was prepared. You know, I had blackout stuff, and like I said, it took about 20 minutes for everything to come back on. I went and checked my fuse box. I do what you do when you lose your power. You know, you check and make sure that a circuit didn't break or something like that, and everything was good. Then you look outside and you see if anybody else's power out or something like that. But it's hard to tell in the daytime because you know you can't tell if people lost their power or not. And like I said, hey, Nelson's original art and design, telling like it is. How you doing? I'm back again, and it says, I was gonna say, watch out for them fingers. Yeah, yeah, I gotta be careful. And like I said, I just wanted to follow up on what happened yesterday, and I figured I'll finish it because you know I was worried that people might be worried about the old man here that something might have happened, you know. But I'm good because you know, like I said, there's a lot of things happening out here. And then sometimes you don't know. I had friends before all this craziness started happening in politics. I had a friend. He is from Michigan, and he was a militia member. You know, he's a good friend. I mean, you know, I known him for like years, and all of a sudden one day he just disappeared. And I still don't know where he at to this day. He just gone. And that's why I tell people you can end up missing. You can just be gone and nobody even know. You know, every year people disappear. We got lots and lots and lots of missing people. I mean, especially children. Children, I don't know what happens, but they just disappeared. Hey, Paul Jet, how you doing? And hey, try it, buy it, make it, sell it. How you guys are doing? Let's see. Paul just set up some solar, sir. I get power back. You flip a switch, even. Why it's better than dark. You know, I got generators. I got generators. I get light. You know, but I need to find out what happened. You know, that's why I do that. I mean, if it was going to be a long-term power outage, if you see one of my videos, I took a battery that I had and I hooked it up to my TV, and it would work. I got like one solar backup and one big generator. You know, if you see my videos, you know I got four generators, three non gas operated, and they just electric. You know, but I got backup. I don't ever want to be in the dark. And it seems like here things are always happening that people seem to end up in the dark here. I don't know what it is. I guess it's so many trees and we get a lot of wind this time of year, and plus we get snow. You know, I don't know if you live where you get snow. We get a lot of snow. He said the guys with the skinny ties knocked on his door. You might be right. You might be right because he matter of fact, he had a YouTube channel. He started his YouTube channel the same time I did. And like I said, he was in Michigan, which is a hot skip and a jump from me, you know, and we used to always, you know, conversate and stuff like that. I even had given him my phone number to call me a couple of times. And we communicated, and then all of a sudden, he did this one video. And he was saying that something wasn't right because he lived on a farm or something, a homestead or something, and he had dogs. I loved his dogs, and he went out to check around his property. It was like midday, and after that, never heard from him again. He just went out and checked around his property. He said some strange things were happening. People was on the corners of his property and stuff like that, and he disappeared. You know, so who knows? But you know, you just never know. So I'm still here. The man in black didn't get me. The aliens didn't get me. Maybe my wife might get me because I spend a lot of time on the computer lately. But it's cold outside. I can't really get outside to do anything in the yard except walk around, maybe pick up a few branches here and there. But you know what? It's going to be a cold winter. You know, and there's always a cold winter. And like I said, the worst thing you can do is be unprepared for winter. You know, you got to have all your stuff ready, especially your blackout stuff, you know, because I got all my blackout stuff ready. And then, like I said, they having a lot of problems with the food shortage. A lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about. Hey, Shaky, my grandson, how you doing? See, what's going on right now is the price of meat is going up. I mean, it done went up at least 40, 50 cents over the last few months, a pound. Like if you're getting hamburger or pork or something like that, bacon, because I love bacon. And the prices is going up. Maybe it's just here. You know, like people were saying yesterday, gas prices is going up. See, I know gas prices here are still at $2.24, $2.25 a gallon. But some people say it's almost $3 where they live at. See, things are going up. The economy is not going to get any better. You know, we got to wait for that economic decline, because I've seen today that this guy was talking about back in 1929, right before the Great Depression hit, that the stock market was up. It was booming. If you look the other day, stock market's been up like 15 points. I mean, it's been up for the last 4 days. And you say, right, this was right after a presidential change. And then all of a sudden, the bottom fell out. And so we know what to expect. The bottom might fall out again because, like I said, I was following the money. I followed the money last year, and I don't see any improvement in this economy. And then, like I said, our state extended this lockdown that you can't be out past 10 o'clock. You know, we have a curfew here, you know, for the state of Ohio. We have I don't know if y'all do that, but we was on a 30-day lockdown earlier. And our governor yesterday just extended it to another 30 days. So a lot of bars are going to be actually just closing up because they can't make it just on daytime sales alone. You know, you got to have them guys at the bars at night because that's why you're a bar. Let's see. Hey, Uncle Al, ask the Chinese. Hey, D.A. Prepper, I'm glad to see you back. L.A. Prepper, how you doing? Yeah. I seen something where a guy said that a lot of people are leaving California. That's true. A lot of people started to leave California when California stopped being California years ago. You know, I don't know what they call California anymore, but I don't live there. wanted to live there when I was younger, but I don't know. I don't want to live there. California got a mind of its own. It's like New York. Anytime you get that many people, I mean, you talk about millions of people, you know, you're going to have all kinds of different problems. So I'm glad I live in a small city. I mean, it's not tiny. It's a major city, but it's manageable. You know, we have our problems like everybody else. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Well, Chinese Republic, California. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's a special place. It's always been a special place. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the Harry Krishnas. You know, they started here in Ohio. You remember them guys with the tamarines and the bald head, and they wearing the chogas or whatever they were. They going around the airport, they're shaking the tamarine, Harry Krishna, getting money and stuff like that. You know, they started here in Cleveland, you know, and then they moved out to California because the weather here wasn't good. You know, in the wintertime, you can't be running around like at the wintertime with sandals on and stuff. And they went out to California. See, California always been a place for, how can I say, the weird and unusual people. And so that's what you got out there. So, you know, nothing surprises me about anything that happened in California. Same thing with New York. New York, I mean, I'm not attacking these cities. Don't get me wrong, these states. I'm not attacking. I'm just saying the truth. And you know as well as I know, they all unusual. Hey, Aussie, Homestead Aussie, and smart girl in New York City. Hey, I was just getting ready to talk about your city. You know, I've been to New York. I've been to New York about 10, 12 times. And I love New York. Like I do say, I love New York. I love the Big Apple. There's so much stuff to do. So it's a great place to visit, but I couldn't afford to live there. Prices there are just too high if you had to live there for get a place or an apartment and stay. But it's good to visit. Like I say, I traveled. I went up there right after the World Trade Center thing happened. You know, to pay homage to the people that died up there when they seen the whole. You know, they had this thing built where you can look out these glass enclosure and you can look down in the hole. That's when they were building the new monument for them. I went down there. I lost the camera down there. I forgot. I left it on the steps or something. I was in a picture or something. I forgot it. And yeah, so like I said, I do travel. Like I said, I've been some places, and like I said, I've never been to Los Angeles. Send my petition signature in Wednesday. Yeah, okay. You could attack what happened in California. Someone has to have a pulse in the state. You're actually pushing to recall the governor there over 800,000 current 8,000 votes currently. Yeah, the governor. Yeah, but y'all have some strange governors. Y'all done had some governors. I mean, y'all had from Ronald Reagan to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who's going to be the next actor that's going to be the governor? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you never know. I mean, y'all have some good people, some bad people. I mean, some people that shouldn't even be in politics. But like I say, I couldn't begin to figure out what goes on in that state, you know, because California is California. It's crazy right now, but I love New York. Like I said, I love New York too. I've been to New York. I've been to all the good places, all the tourist spots. The last time I went to New York, I went to Broadway. I went to see that Temptation play that they had. They had a play about the Temptations because I've been there for The Color Purple and a few other plays that they have there. And the last time I went was a few years ago, right before the pandemic hit. And I went down there, and I love Broadway. I went to Harlem, you know, seen Sylvia's Kitchen, seen the Apollo, you know, and I do things that you do when you're a tourist. I went to, but I couldn't stay in New York because it's too expensive. I went to New Jersey, stayed in New Jersey, went through the tunnels. Went to New Jersey. I stayed in a hotel in New Jersey because it was cheaper. Let's see. Lori Lawson, how you doing? Hey, Wisconsin, man, Wisconsin. Conde Lawson, after we opened up, and I'll show you that the city isn't a giant cesspool, although maybe we won't spend much time downtown. You know what? Like I say, my daughter lived in San Diego. She was in the Navy, but she was at the Navy base in San Diego. She was there for 2 years in San Diego, and she says it's beautiful. She says she always wanted to move back there, but now she's in Maryland. She's in Maryland outside of Baltimore because she works in Washington D.C. So she commutes. Let's see. New York is a beautiful city with a lot of great people. It's the leadership that's the problem. I can believe that most major cities have bad leadership because it's too big. Let's see. The city of a strange governor indeed. Yeah. Yes, the current leadership. Yeah, that's one thing about it. These people. I mean, some of them are good for the people, some of them are bad for the people, but you never know. They always say that they promise you this, they promise you that, and they promise you the other. And then when they get in office, they don't. We got a city like that here in Ohio. It's right outside Cleveland's borders, East Cleveland. Used to be one of the garden cities. Used to be a beautiful place. Now it's so full of. It was so so full of corruption. I don't know if it still is. They looking for that CARES money. I think it was like $8 million of CARES money they got that they can't find. That the city council is suing the mayor of that city, trying to find out where that money is. One of their mayors got thrown into jail. He's been in jail for like 8 years now. Corruption. And then they had another mayor that was cross-dresser. You might have seen the pictures. I don't know. It was crazy. That's a crazy place out there. My brother lives out there. I'm not going to talk about his city. I'm not going to talk about any other city because everybody always made fun of our city, my city, Cleveland. They always talk about when our river burned. I don't know if y'all remember that. The Cuyahoga River caught on fire, but that's all gone. That's been years. That was like in 1968 when the river caught on fire the first time, and then it caught on fire again in 71 because all the chemicals from the steel plants and the chemical plants we have here, they were just dumping it in the water and it caught on fire. Matter of fact, we had a mayor his toupee caught on fire, but that's a whole other story. Things are crazy. San Diego is 10x nicer than Los Angeles. 9 million people versus 3 million people. That's why I say the more people, more problems. More people, more problems. See, she lived in San Diego and she loved it there. I would have loved to went to San Diego. As a filmmaker and an actor, I prefer to do indie films and stay away from Hollywood. You know what, Shaky? We got a big film. How should I say this? Here in Ohio, especially around Cleveland, we're big in the film industries. The Avengers. The Winter Soldier was filmed here, and the very first Avenger movie was filmed here. Spider-Man 2 with Venom was in it, and the Sandman, that was filmed here. We filmed so many. Matter of fact, Denzel Washington got a movie coming out next week or something. That was filmed here. See, in Cleveland, in Ohio, because we got that thing where if you're going to film, if you want to bring a production company and do some filming here, you get like a big tax break or whatever it is. And we one of the top places where people make movies. Did you know that? So Shaky, if you're looking to do film or a movie or a small independent project, check into coming to Ohio. It's not that far from you. You're not that far from West Virginia. Because like I said, I've been to West Virginia, down the dog races down there in Wheeling a couple of times. But yeah, it's not bad up here. I mean, but if I would film in the summertime. Like I said, I've seen about 20, 25 movies that has been filmed here in the last 5 years. It's a lot of movies. It's a lot of even that one Disney movie that they filmed here. What is it? Pink Side, the Upside, where that girl was become grown. She come like a living doll or something like that. That's no movie. That's it. So you don't need Hollywood to make a good movie anymore. No, you don't need Hollywood. Hollywood is it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. Yep. But like I say, besides most of the movies nowadays are filmed on location anyway. See, Hollywood had that back lot and all that stuff, and that made them famous because a lot of people love the weather, wanted to live out there. But that's okay. You can live anywhere, any way you want, and go someplace to do a movie. Yeah. So, like I said, if you do a little research and look into it, you know, you're gonna do a small independent movie, maybe get it into that Toronto Film Festival, because Toronto has a beautiful film festival. I've been to Toronto, and they have excellent film festival that get you, you know, to sponsor, get your movies into these categories when they start doing the Oscars and stuff. If you decide to go that route, I mean, I'm pretty sure you got time. You're not rushing and get you a nice little movie done. Let's see, a lot of TV shows filmed right here in front of my job. Okay, wow, yeah. It's a place that a lot of these TV shows they moved from New York. They moved farther up toward New England. I don't know where that place at. I guess it's over there by a casino that they got up in around New Hampshire or someplace. Matter of fact, I was watching a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, I was watching the Jerry Springer show, and they had moved up there. I don't remember what it was. People steal food from the catering table for the film crew. Yeah. But you know what? Making a movie is good for your city. If anytime you can get any kind of production going on, it's good for the city because most of those people that they hire are local. They hire local caterers, local drivers. I mean, when they were making these movies, they were hiring people that wanted to be extras in these movies. They were paying them, I think, what were they paying them? $200? $200 a day. I mean, it was just for one scene. You know, they there for 20 minutes and they was getting $200. They were writing them. They were writing checks for $200 just to be an extra, just to be in the crowd, which wasn't bad money for 20 minutes worth of work. So that's what you break it down to an hour. That'd have been pretty decent money. If you break it down to an hour, you figure 5 times, that'd be about $1,000. Yeah, so it was good. You know, a lot of people get yourself on film, but if you had a speaking role, you made some money, you had to sign you a contract. I'm gonna do a documentary on homesteading and prepare. Hopefully, you'll let me come by and interview you for it. Oh yeah, you know what? That'd be a great, excellent idea. You know, we got a lot of people that you know on online on YouTube. You know, you got your urban homesteaders, which I consider myself. That's an urban prepper. But then you got people like the La Farms, and then you got our cabin in the woods. If you want to travel, like they could tell you stories of how they got started. You know, like Tony, our cabin in the woods. You know, he built his home from scratch. That cabin he got out there, he built it from scratch. He got a video he did on it. Yep. And then got like Rick at La Farms or Tony Walsh. You know, you see, you all over the place. You'll be down in Oklahoma where our cabin in the woods is, and then you'll be down in Florida where La Farm is at, and then you can go to Tennessee. I think that's where Commander Bacon is with his farm. I mean, you can go all over. Just send them a line and see if you want to do it. You can probably spend hours there talking and filming and stuff like that. Cause I don't have any livestock. They got goats, chickens, and me, all I got is guns and plants, and that's about it. I garden, and that's about all I can do right now in the city. But a guy like Michael Farmer now, if you do something on him, he's in an urban area too, like me, but he got chickens. He built a chicken coop. That'd be interesting. See, you can get you about 6 or 7 guys, and you can do a nice documentary on urban preppers and rural farmers and stuff like that. You know what you want to do. It's your thing. I'm just throwing some people out there that you might want to look into that I know that's been online. My Alabama farm life. Hey, how you doing? Let's see. Do I subscribe to you? If not, I will be subscribing to you. I'm not sure if I do or not, because I try to keep up with everybody. I try to watch everybody's videos, but it's been so hard. I mean, I got so much stuff going on here. It seems like in the summertime, I think I got a lot going on and I don't. But in the wintertime, I always have a lot of going on. I don't understand why I have so much stuff to do in the winter and not in the summer, which is a mystery to me. Okay, then let's see. I want to get Michael Farmer as well to show people can do a small scale as well. Yes, he's very good. Yeah, he's I think he's up there in Maine. Like is it Maine? Well, he's somewhere on the East Coast, up there around Maine. Because I'm not sure because I know he just got a boat. He wants to do some fishing, so he just got a boat. He's on the East Coast. I'm in the Midwest because I'm in Cleveland. Uh, Tony's one of the Tonys is in Oklahoma. The other Tony's in Tennessee, close to the Alabama border, and then Rick is in Florida, and then Arkansas. You know, you got your Arkansas woodcutter. You got a homestead, and then you got uh, Ernie Hatmaker and Ed Attention to Detail. I think they just moved and went to Arkansas. I'm not sure. I think they got land in Arkansas. See, you be all over the country. I mean, you get your little pen pushing the road maps and stuff like that. Yeah, but they all over. Then if you want to go out to California, you know, you got people out there in California. A lot of people out in California, in Oregon and Idaho, because we all over the place. You say he's in Connecticut. Okay, yeah, Michael Farmer's in Connecticut. Yeah, but I know he's right there. He's right there on the coast, not that far from the coast. He's a good guy. And most of these people are good guys. But like I say, I just can't remember where everybody's at. Yeah, did a food shortage video, Ray? I didn't do one recently, but I think you did. But I got to check it out. It's boring. Lots of preppers mess up this one up. Yeah, because food shortages. See, because the one thing about food shortages is that every place is different. Like when we were really going through the empty shelves up here in the food storage, other people was having their shelves were just full. You know, I was telling people we don't have any cans on the shelf. Other people still had cans on the shelf. It's regional. It's regional, but pretty soon it's going to be not worldwide, but statewide because everything is going to go to hell pretty soon. I mean, we just at the beginning. Like I said, this is SHTF. You know, this is the second part. I mean, you know, we already went through stage one back when this first started. You know, we was getting used to not having things and the toilet paper brush and all that stuff. And now we're in stage two where our ability to go out in public and must wear a mask and all this other stuff is going to affect. And I even hate to think about what stage three is because stage three might be something even worse than what it is now at stage two. I mean, it's been almost over a year now. It will be a year for us in Ohio and Cleveland in March. But I mean, they say Anthony Fauci, he said that we should be back to normal by fall. I don't know exactly what that means, back to normal. I don't think we'll ever be back to normal. Matter of fact, Akron City schools are supposed to open up next week. They've been on homeschooling for over a year. And next week they're going to open up to full-time school. And Akron is one of the biggest school systems here. It's not the biggest, Menard's the biggest, but it's one of the big school systems. So we're going to wait and see what that happens. All right, then. Well, look here. I'm not planning on talking. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I was just checking, let everybody know that I was okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it at that. And Jakey, I hope you get your documentary done. That'll be a great thing, you know. And like I said, yes, you can come check me out because I love to be in your movie. So basically, that's about it. So I'm gonna just let it go at that, and I will see everybody later. So I'm finna click on off of this live stream, and everybody, you guys be safe, all right? Okay. Crazy Family Homestead. Good afternoon. Well, Crazy, we about to leave here in a few minutes, so I was just catching up on stuff, letting everybody know I was okay. All right, then. I catch you guys later. You guys stay safe and be blessed.